It's Week 8 of the 2022 season, and we've got Miles Jack. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Steelers and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky is getting his second chance to start in the NFL and will be with another storied franchise, this time the Pittsburgh Steelers. He slowly fell out of favor in Chicago after making a Pro Bowl in his second season. But what a lot of people don't realize is that he had a winning record as a starter in each of his last 3 years with the Bears. He convinced a lot of people as a backup in Buffalo, including Pittsburgh, that there's still something to be unlocked in him as a starter.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's what a first down marker is here on 3rd. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Book. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Prescott.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. The Eagles at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have.
Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Trubisky to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20.
Running right, this is Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
You know, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 24.
Harris will start the drive out.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Kyler Murray, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
That's into the hands of Pascal. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. Here's Austin. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Open man has got it. The tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They'll take this to the 46. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Was sacked there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Philadelphia lost Brandon Graham to an Achilles injury just 2 games into the 2021 season. He had 8 sacks in each of the 2 seasons prior, making the 2020 Pro Bowl.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Prescott. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 2nd down. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ooh, the juke.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Sanders off the option.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. A give running right is Gainwell.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and 5 now. Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. And now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Prescott.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott yet again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Fast footwork by Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 2nd and 2, Trubisky, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. They get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Book. That's into the hands of Pascal. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Sanders has it over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And once again, this is Sanders. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We start with a couple of longtime adversaries in the NFC. Chicago heading down to AT&T Stadium to take on Dallas. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we're out to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And even though they've got work to do on the scoreboard, their running game has been solid. Over 100 yards rushing in that first half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott taken in by Pascal out left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Prescott on first down. Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 26. Trubisky will throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A give to Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Quick throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
T.J. Edwards.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Play action. It's Trubisky. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try the left side with Gainwell.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
An option handoff given to Sanders. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Now Prescott. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Eagles on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run with Sanders. They juked him. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Eagles are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ballgame.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Trubisky. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trubisky to throw again. It's brought in by Harris.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give to the fullback. This is Ron. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it. He's got Smith here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On second and goal, Prescott. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly...
And he's in! Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. At their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Here's Trubisky.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. Here's Trubisky to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.